Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. Now here on Honest J. Nowak, I'm simply just going to go forward with a little something I mean that I've still got on my mind really, but this time it's going to be about bug zappers. Bug zappers, of course. They seem to be a really useful tool in a lot of different ways, but what about if they're very unsafe? I guess that's probably something that people don't seem to talk about as often as they should, because bug zappers, of course, can be human zappers too. Just like rat poison can also be human poison, and bear mace could also be human mace. Simply because they're all dangerous. It doesn't matter how they're advertised or how they're described as when it comes to protecting yourself or your property. They can also be dangerous towards you. There's really not too many ways that you can probably make a certain product out there to harm only a specific thing out there. To harm any specific animal out there or insect or otherwise without hurting yourself. So, bug zappers, of course, happen to be a really big anomaly out there that people don't really seem to talk about as much as they would with pepper spray or mace or sonic alarms or firearms and all that good stuff that we use to protect ourselves nowadays in hold of the Second Amendment, really. But I guess now I'm simply just saying that bug zappers can actually be human zappers. Even if they're not quite as dangerous as something like an electrical outlet where voltages can be a couple thousand at a time, bug zappers, of course, can still be a pretty high amount of volts. It would be able to hurt you, kind of bad even. But even though it wouldn't be enough to necessarily stop your heart from beating or do a lot of other stuff that the electric chair would do to you, bug zappers out there can still be a painful experience if you're not careful with it. And I guess it's probably just enough that I probably have to talk about the bug zapper in terms of hurting you, but other things out there that I have already mentioned, including blades, firearms, and other things out there, they can very much be dangerous to any human being out there today. They're not just meant for protecting yourself, they're also meant for hurting yourself. That's actually what they can do. They're universally dependent on the danger level. And that happens to be a pretty big anomaly out there. And I can say for sure that I honestly suppose bug zappers out there, being that they can also be human zappers, you could pretty much not have a taser or stun gun here in the state of Wisconsin, but instead you could use a bug zapper and zap somebody with it. It wouldn't be enough to temporarily paralyze their muscles or prevent them from moving, but it would be enough to hurt them indefinitely. It would be enough to hurt anybody around here. So you can just take out tasers or handguns, make them illegal in the state of Wisconsin, or in certain other states in the America itself, but you can use a bug zapper, and who knows if anyone out there would be capable of using one to hurt someone else, but I guess it's just something out there that we should be taking precautions for. Because I seem to be one of those people who seem to be talking about them. And maybe other people might be talking about them after me, but maybe that might happen later. But for now, I suppose it might be time for me to move on, because there's lots of other things out there that are very dangerous, and it seems to be, wow, very quirky to have a law out there that doesn't support it all in general. So, if you want to see more, go down to my channel and on the series, of course. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.